Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of, NewOaks AI Podcast with my good friend Ray Luan, who is the CEO of NewOaks, coming to you from California in the USA today for the second time. Ray, how's it going today?
Hey, Leland. Hey, guys, nice to see you and all the audience today. It's a great experience in San Francisco in Silicon Valley. It's actually my second time trip to the Valley since the COVID. Last time was 2019 October.
So it's been a little while, almost five years then since you've
Five
been in the
years.
US.
Yeah,
Wow.
indeed. Yeah,
That's quite
yeah.
a while.
Right.
And we've got a lot of video to play out today. Ray's been capturing all kinds of events as he's been walking through the US from here to there over at the SaaStr event in Silicon Valley. So we do have a little shorter show today, probably than normal because of the content and the fact that Ray's on the road. He's trying to get a lot of stuff done, so we don't want to hold him here too long, obviously. But Ray, what's been happening? I mean, it looks like we've got a lot to discuss. We got a new release, the O1 release of OpenAI coming out, and I expect you're going to incorporate that into NewOaks as soon as possible. So what's the story?
Yeah, so exciting news is that OpenAI just released the O1 preview on September 12th. So O1 is supposed to be the strawberry model, which is much more powerful than GPT 4o, but use case is a little bit different. So it's going to take us quite a time to integrate. Well, the reason is that O1 is not replacement of GPT 4o. O1 is used for more complex and reasoning projects
Mhm.
or tasks versus 4o is using like regular tasks like browsing the internet and search and generate some content.
Mhm.
Well, and the difference between O1 and 4o is that O1 uses a train of thought
Oh,
process. So literally it did the calculation or the prompting or step by step,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
So the speed will be slower, much slower, but the capabilities will be much stronger. For
Mhm.
example, it's good for you to use GPT-O1 to do some math work, right? Previously, if you ask GPT to calculate, to add up the number from 1 to 100, it's going to go wrong.
It wasn't very good at it.
Yeah, but with O1, it will like do it step by step, like use
Oh,
the
okay.
yeah train of thought methodology. These ways can disassemble the complicated questions, right, into smaller questions and then adequate ones at a step. It's just like human being, right? When
Yeah.
we calculate, add up like numbers from 1 to 100, we do it step by step. We disassembled it into different small blocks, right?
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
solve every single small blocks and add all the results together to finish the complicated um, jobs, right? So this way, it will give GPT a much more space to grow in terms of to do automatic coding and
Mhm.
also like math problems or even like complicated biological problems like predict the structure of
Chemistry.
the protein, yeah, or chemistry
Yeah.
stuff. So I think that's the story. I'm
So the trainer of the LLM basically said it's time for you to show your work.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's time
Not like
to
what we
pay
had to
off,
do in
right?
school.
Yeah, time to pay off your tuition.
Yeah, well, it's
So,
interesting because, how does this development going to affect different industries when we look at it? I'm sure in some cases it's not, but when it comes to, teachers and school and universities and scientists and, physicists, all these guys are going to be like, now we can actually use this thing to
yeah,
our advantage because they haven't been able to apply it to their specific niches in such a way that it's that beneficial. It's just,
I
arm
think
candy to them, you might say, until
yeah,
now, where they can say, wow, we can actually do our computations here now.
yeah, because previously I don't think I mean the majority of the use case of UI is generative. It's generating like content
Mhm.
images or videos, but now it could be used for R&D, right? The real research for different scientific or engineering project.
Mhm.
So that I think it will be a boost to AI agentic workflow. So there will be a lot of AI agents apps going to come out of this. It's going to create real value to R&D in all of the industries and even at the academic fields.
So I have a question for you, Ray.
Yeah.
I just saw a post this morning when it
Yeah.
comes to training an AI chatbot. Someone made a bold statement, I thought,
Uh-huh.
that stop making these big, huge prompts to train
Yep.
your bots, that there's no reason whatsoever to be making these prompts that tell everything about it. But I have a technique that I use, and tell me if I'm doing this the right way.
Yep.
When I create a prompt, okay, I do sometimes create a big
Yep.
prompt. And because we
Yes.
use form data, we use a lot of different internal stuff that gets used as
Yep.
well as far as variables that we add to the prompt.
Yep.
So in a case like that, what we do is we say, here's my prompt
Mhm.
to the bot. We say, here's our prompt. Now,
Yep.
can you fix it for me and make it
Yep.
better? Can you make
Yep.
it a cleaner prompt and make it
Yep.
function more properly?
Yep.
So, is that the better approach, or is it just best to tell the bot, okay, I'm going to trust you in a sense, and
Yep.
just say, I need you to do this, and specify, of course, the concise matter of what you want it to do.
Yep.
But are we really going overboard now at this point where these big prompts really are useless, that they don't mean anything to the LLM?
No, from my personal experience, I can't make judgment on this, but from my understanding and my experience, I think the longer prompt will become actually better. Well, the reason being is that previously, I mean, it's about how do you use the prompt to instruct the LLM, because previously, because of the capability of computing power, right? The context window length is not as big. So if you put such a long prompt, I
Mhm.
mean, the LLM is going to only remember the beginning and the end, just like human brain.
Mhm.
We'll forget something in the middle, right? Because too
Gotcha.
far. Yeah. But with the recent technique, for example, with Cloud's temporary caching technique, right?
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
has like over a million tokens context window. Then you can put any prompt less than a million tokens with
Yeah,
together.
right. It's
Yeah,
a big
together with
prompt.
together with the knowledge base. So actually, it's make it possible to make even a longer prompt
Yeah.
instead of use reg, which means that you have to go to the database, the
Yeah.
knowledge base to get the content every single time. But if you put everything in the prompt, it's going to be faster for the LLM to react. And going further, right? If you do fine tune, it means it will remember all the information in the prompt and put that into the parameters. That's called fine tune. But RAG, it doesn't put it into the parameters of the model.
Gotcha.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, put that in a database or knowledge base. So I think it may not be true. But what I think he meant is that I mean, the trend of AI is that you can only give a statement of your goal or
Yeah.
purpose, and
Yeah.
the AI can execute it, right? With no need to tell them how to execute. But I
True.
think we're still far from there. I think
Okay.
it would take like 2 or 3 years for us to
Makes
get.
sense.
Yep.
Well, we've got some input on that, Ray. So let's go over to the chat real quick. I want to welcome everybody to the broadcast today. We got Hilton Davidow, Loud Egg, and I'm sure others will arrive soon. Both saying welcome to the USA, Ray. Happy to see you here.
Hi,
You
guys.
should title these videos New Oaks without space for brand consistency. Not sure what you mean there, Loud. Um, but he does mention and keeps going on about longer prompts go off the rails at times, and they can if we're not careful. in how we define the prompt. I mean, it does. We don't just want to throw a paragraph of novel at it and say,
Yeah,
do this. It's like
exactly.
if it's a well-structured outlined
Yeah,
prompt with bullet points or item
yeah,
numbered items, then it
yeah,
handles it much better, and give it a defined goal and a purpose for that prompt. And
yeah.
it will help it to define everything within the context. So just another one here talking about prompts from Hilton. The base prompt, the one we have built-in templates for, is this actually the quote system message? And I'm not sure what you mean by that, Hilton. Maybe you can elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah,
And
I
he also,
understand. I
go
understand.
ahead.
Oh, it is. It will be part of the system message.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it
So we're
will.
good there.
Yeah,
And he also mentions RAG reduces token usage, right? And
yeah,
big system messages increases token input messages. That's correct. It does
yeah. That's
require a
correct.
little
But
bit more input.
yeah, that's correct. But you need to really consider the trade-off, right? You use up a little bit more token, but you get result more accurate, and faster. I think it's worth it. And in the meantime, the cost of the token will be reduced dramatically.
Mhm.
So with recent GPT-4o, the latest version of August 6th, the cost has been cut by 40% at least. It's going to
Yeah,
be
it's
much
much
harder.
cheaper.
Yeah,
Yes.
much cheaper. So let's not worry about the cost. I know a lot of business owners worry about the cost of the token, but
Yeah.
let's not do it. Yeah, if you can solve the problem better, you can charge higher.
Good point. Yeah, I don't think that's even
Yeah,
necessary anymore at the cost level that we're at now.
yeah,
Okay, let's take a look here. I got a couple things going. Ray, do we want to kind of get into, well, we're
yeah,
not to that point yet. Yeah, we're at a recap of the recent trip already.
yeah,
So let's just talk about, how things have been. You went by the Google Cloud offices, you've been by LinkedIn.
yeah,
You got to experience driving a Tesla's full driving model, the FSD and Cybertruck.
yeah.
So how has this visit influenced, NewOaks AI's perspective and innovation on getting together and collaborating with people over here in the US?
Yeah, so I visited a lot of like big name tech companies with because my friends all work there, LinkedIn, Meta, Google. Well, the information I'm trying to get more information that how they are doing in terms of AI. I think the information is that all of the big giant tech companies are all in AI right now.
Mhm.
For example, LinkedIn previously was more very laid back, right? And also Google. I mean, people go to Google for like to work until they retire.
Mhm.
That's the mindset previously, but with recent 2 years, like people I know in Google and Meta, they work their ass off.
Mhm.
And
Oh, for
to
sure.
be honest, the economy is not going good. It's not so good here. I mean, in Silicon Valley, Meta, Google,
Mhm.
Microsoft, they all lay off people. So, but in the meantime, AI is the new growth. So they move a lot more resources from the regular project to
Mhm.
AI. Yeah, and the competition is intense because OpenAI is and in Anthropic, those like AI companies are catching up.
Mhm.
So and everybody wants like GPU, right? So NVIDIA will continuously become,
Oh, I imagine.
yeah, the king of the stock market.
Right.
Um, and also, yeah, I was surprised that I did a full test of Tesla FID. The experience was mind blowing.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's mind blowing experience. I drove from where I live to Sand Hill Road. You know, Sand Hill Road is center of Silicon Valley. There are a lot of big name venture capital
Yep.
companies on the two different sides of the street.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit, but I still need to put my hand on the steering wheel, which I try to put it out for a while, and then there's an alert. They treat it as a strikeout. So if I
Okay.
reach 5 strikeout, they just cancel the FSD. But in the last test drive, I drove from where I live directly to the supercharging station on Sandy Hill Road.
Mhm.
I mean, everything's so smooth. Literally, I do not need to pay more attention to the direction, the condition of the road or the traffic,
I can
where I
imagine.
should go off the highway and make a left turn in which roundabout. A lot of details I do not need to, pay too much attention. I can release my brain out. So I think with the newer release, if Elon is not going to postpone the release of October, I
Mm-hmm.
think, I mean, in the future, autonomous driving is going to be everywhere. And so on the vehicle itself is not a transportation tool anymore. It's going to
Yeah.
be a moving workspace, right? We can take phone calls, even writing like PDFs or
Mm-hmm.
PowerPoints during the driving and talk to some people,
It's
even
crazy.
yeah, watch videos.
I get nervous. I got nervous just watching this video, Ray. Let's show everybody with you in the first video that you sent me over here so that
Sure.
I get the understanding, that they want your hands near the wheel. But for
Yeah,
me to even have my hands off the wheel after some of the videos I've
yeah,
seen over time where these
yeah.
cars have messed up, it's like, I'm not quite ready yet. So you got some guts to be getting in this thing as soon as you have. So let's take a look real quick at Ray driving a self-driving car. Here we go. Hold on one second. We need to get some more video. Can you guys hear that over there?
No, I think you
Here we
muted.
go. Here we go. Here we
You
go. I
muted.
got it.
Yeah, the program out. You muted.
Well, it's still not playing audio, is it? Hold on a second. Let me make sure we got audio going out to you guys. I think I know where it is. It's just one of the feeds that I have is not playing. Here we go. Let's see.
It's still not.
No, I'm not playing it. Hold on.
Yeah.
There we go.
I didn't. It still shows that program out.
All right, let's back it up so we can play it again. Here we go.
No sound yet. But we got the idea. There's no sound.
I'm sorry, what?
There's no audio.
There's no audio coming out there?
Yeah, it's program out. You muted. It's on my screen it said program out and
Oh,
mute.
and inside here, you're not going to hear it, Ray. I'm sorry. It's going to only be put because it'll double up if we
Oh,
do that.
yeah. Okay.
Here, let me do this. No, you know what? I can do that. Hold on. Let me open up a different feed for you. Yeah, we're just trying to go through. We got the videos at the last minute here, trying to get them up. So let's just do this. I want to make sure everybody out there and Ray can hear them as well. So let me try this and see if I can get you guys to hear it a little differently.
Oh, that's fine. If
No, we're good. I want to make sure we can play these back. Tell me if you can hear this, Ray. Can you
no,
hear it out on the feed? You're not watching the feed. Can you guys hear it out there on the feed? I want to make sure you can hear it.
yeah, just make sure people on the feed.
Okay, here we go, Ray. You'll be able to hear it now as well. Hold on.
Okay.
You're still not getting audio out there, are they? That's weird.
Yep.
Okay, hold on a second. We're just gonna have to play them inside. The thing is we can't rotate the videos. We're having an issue with the videos not rotating that Ray sent me from his phone. And I wanted to play them through vMix, and they're just not gonna go that way. So what I'm gonna have to do is find an alternate audio source here. Just give me a sec. So we want to make sure that Ray's being heard. I know we had it for a second there, I thought. Let's see what we got here. Get playback. I'm going to cover up the video for a second just so I can get audio. Okay, we should have audio out on the feed. So let me see if I can get audio in here for Ray to hear it so that he can talk about it. This happens at times with these setups.
No, yeah. No worries.
One more second. And then we got the other video. And the fact that I have several videos here all at once that I have to kind of maintain for Ray, it's going to be, hopefully after this, we'll just be able to play them out. Some may be a little bit loud, but depending on the audio levels that Ray had during his recording, because I haven't been able to go through and actually check the audio levels on all of these videos. All right, let's try this one more time. Should be able to hear him on the feed, Ray. I don't know that I'm going to be able to send you the feed, but I'm going to do my best right here.
Yeah, no worry. As far as
If you can't hear it, you'll just be able to. You've seen the video because you made it, so you should be able to talk about it. All right, we're gonna just play back. Let me know if you guys can hear it out there, guys. Here we go. Can they hear it out there, guys? No, they can't. I know they can't. I'm gonna have to play each one, right? For some reason, it's not taking a video in the stream. Oh, right. It's only because we're streaming directly out of
Yeah.
vMix and not through the other side. All right, I'm going to be able to only play a couple of these for you, Ray. I'm going to try to rotate a couple of these if I can. But what we're going to do is I'm going to compile all these.
Yeah.
All right. And we're going to leave a video within the next hour. I'm going to have a full video playback of everything that Ray's been doing step by step while he's been in LA and through Silicon Valley. So that way you guys can get a better feel than sitting here during the podcast and watching everything that we have. I'm going to play at least one or two for you guys while we're here, though, because Ray did send one over for the digital business card that I can play, and we're going to show that in a little bit. So, Ray, not a worry there. So let's just talk about what's going on in Silicon Valley. Besides that, you've met with an Airbnb, and
Yeah.
what ended up happening there? It seemed to go pretty well.
Yeah, so I stayed in a house which is a host of Airbnb called Startup House. The
Mhm.
host himself was an entrepreneur and he wants to want his like visitors, tenants, all be like, startup or entrepreneur related. So it ended up like because he became my customers, right?
Mhm.
He want to use NewOaks AI chatbot to get engagement with his clients on Facebook and also on his website. And he was also amazed by the way that we set up digital business card.
Love
Yeah,
it.
so the experience was fun. So I come here and get more customers and get talk to people. I also
Mhm.
talked to one real estate agent customers here, and I got a lot of feedbacks and input. They understand more about their pain point. So I'm gonna build a NewOaks into the workflow of a
Mhm.
real estate agent. And by the way, one of the features that I feel like may be valuable is the URL to video that's just put on. So
Oh yeah.
the idea is that if you put the URL of a Zillow property link onto the backend, right? There's
Mhm.
an input box, and also you upload your own picture, or you can select a AI avatar's picture, and just with one click, the AI is going to generate a script based on the description of the property, and also turn the image of the property into a rolling carousel style video. And on the corner, right lower corner, you're gonna see a talking bubble, like with your own image, with your own voice, with your own language. So the idea is that reduce the video production cost, and
Mhm.
everybody could, a excellent video producer just like you, Leland, right? And then
Well, thanks, Ray.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not showing very many skills today, am I, with all
right.
these failures on the video
Yeah,
clips?
yeah,
But let's show. I've got the clip here for the digital business card. Do you want to show that now and
yeah,
let them see what we've got as a display? This is an example of the new upgrade to the
yeah.
digital business.
Are you tired of the hustle and bustle of city life? Welcome to 246 First Street in Hampton, Virginia, your dream beachside retreat.
You're showing the URL to
This
video
stunning
right now, right?
four-bedroom, four-bath
Yeah.
townhome offers over 2,500 square
Yeah, they
feet
should be
of
able to
modern
hear that.
living across 3
I'm
levels,
not sure. I
with
can.
breathtaking ocean
We can't
views
hear
from
it here,
multiple
Ray, but they can
balconies
hear
and
it.
newly updated
That's
HVAC
fine.
systems. This spacious home is ready for
So
sale.
I want
Click link.
I want to talk about the idea, which
Yeah.
is with the link. For example, with one click you generate the URL to video, and with second click you're gonna publish the video to TikTok, right?
Mhm.
And then you can put the digital business card link under each video so that it can help to do the capture lead and do the conversion work.
Mhm.
Yeah. So yeah, we publish the preview screen, the preview, so that whenever you input on the left hand side, on the right hand side, you see how it looks like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the idea is that make sure that you put all the necessary information you want onto the digital business card.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then
You can copy the share link. So you're basically now able to add your name to create a link that's tied directly to NewOaks AI so that you can tell people if you want to find my digital business card, simply go to newoaks.ai / in my case, Leland. So they'll head over there and find my digital business card.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, right? Like that.
Yep. And also the idea is that if you're a small business owner, you do not want to host a website or a landing page. You can just use the business card as your landing page to
That's so cool.
get connect, to get engaged with your customers, or when you do Facebook ads promotion, use the digital business card to capture to do the call to action and whatever you want to do there. Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of innovations based on the digital business card.
Just the fact that the thing is going to answer you with a lip synced avatar of now, is it of your choosing, or would we also be able to have it look like us? Would it be our avatar?
Yeah, you can either
so it's whatever image you start with, right?
Right. You can either choose avatar, or you can upload your own picture, right?
Oh, okay.
And then to generate your own avatar. Or you can record like 30 seconds of you talking in front of a camera, and it would be better for the model to learn about your voice and your pattern that you talk. So you can create your own avatar, or you can use.
I like that. So did you show this to people at the SaaStr event? And
no, it was after the SaaStr event.
okay.
Yeah, I built this. I showed one during the SaaStr. I just show people my digital business card, so they can they can get my LinkedIn info right away by just scanning the QR code, which is fun. And then later on, so the idea is that you produce a video, you publish on TikTok or Instagram, and use the digital business card as a link underneath each video, so that it can do the conversion. That way we close the whole loop of customer acquisition, customer conversion, and commercialization, right? So the whole funnel is there. Literally, we build a whole funnel for each small business owner, including real estate agents or e-commerce owners.
Cool. That's kind of stuff we've been waiting for, Ray. This is like next level right now, where we're starting to see these advanced improvements in not only the LLMs, but just in the speed to output, the ability to have this instant gratification, you might say, from a chatbot agent, rather than having to sit there and watch the 3 little dots, just sit there and come back with a text response. Now we're getting an image that's got lip sync with audio and video. It's like we've all been sitting here waiting for it, but it's hard to believe it's come on so fast. So
so
let's get back to the trip though, Ray. You're back in Silicon Valley. You're talking about SaaS at the SaaStr events. What's your greatest takeaway from that conference? What did you end up with the most?
Yeah, well, in the SaaStr event, there are 2 takeaways, right? The first one is the one slide that I shared on Twitter, on Facebook, that which the founder of SaaStr event just said, most of the time, your investor or VCs are wrong. So don't listen to them, because they have never done any SEO, they have never done any sales, they have never done any operations. So their advices, I mean, it's just for their own good, and it was not practical. So the post I got, so I posted that PPT on Twitter. It went viral. It got like over 7K views.
Jeez. Wow.
And even like the co-founder of HubSpot, I think Brian Halligan, commented underneath that post, say, really paratroopers. Yeah, so it was fun. I mean, I got a lot of I think it got nerves on him, because he was also the partner of Sequoia or Propeller Venture. Yeah, he was like he was both investor and also co-founder. He stepped into both shoes, so it was an interesting perspective. And also the other slide I think, which is really worth the $1,000 ticket, is that now all the companies has to do like table stakes, which means you have to go all in. It's either the game, you had to go, all the SaaS business, you had to go all in with AI. And otherwise it's going to be too late. So, and secondly, the prediction that everything will be automated. So AI is in automation steroid, which means if you are not automate your workflow or your product, you're gonna be out of the game very soon.
Dinosaur. You'd be a dinosaur bone in the dirt, basically. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Ray,
Yeah,
so no,
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Finish your thought.
Yeah, and the other learning is that so previously in all like B2B or SaaS industry, so all the solution is like point solution, right? So you solve a single point critical problem for your customers, and then you can go very deep and get a lot of tractions. But in the past, with the AI era, I think one single point solution may not be enough. You probably need to multiple point solutions come together as a all-in-one solution and provide that to like our B2B customers. So that could be the trend. So that's a good learning for myself too.
Yeah, because I'm already comparing models. When I sit down to prompt, I actually work with 4 or 5 models at a time to see what kind of result I get. And then from there, obviously, we're all considering our own LLMs in-house so that we're not having to rely on an outside source because they go down. It went down this morning on me. I was trying to get the podcast notes together for Ray, and it wasn't letting me connect to my account. And I'm like, well, this isn't good. So I had to go to a different account to find access today. And it's just one of those things that we run into all the time. So again, we reiterate that mission, I think, where it's all about bringing AI to automate your business, because if we don't right now, we are falling seriously behind and we're not empowering our business to do what it's capable of. So Ray, what have you got to close with today? I mean, we can wrap up all the key takeaways. It was quite an event out there, driving the car. That video will be made available. I've got it all stacked in order by the times that Ray recorded these videos. So what I'm going to do is do a mashup with a bunch of quick transitions between the clips, and you'll just be able to watch them probably by noon here today, and it'll be up on YouTube as well. So we'll take it from there. All right, Ray. What's the latest on your news for the week? It sounds like you're heading out on the 17th. To where?
Today I'm gonna heading out to LA, Orange County, Irvine area. So I'm gonna stay there for a couple of days. I already have scheduled to meet some of our customers like Adrian, Andy Man, and Matt and Ivan.
He's calling you out, guys. You better be there.
Yeah,
got a show.
Right, exactly.
He's counting on the visit. Oh, that's good.
Right? Yeah.
I'm really glad. And I hope you get a chance to head out east, Ray. I really do. There's a lot of folks out here that would love to meet you, including myself, if I get the chance.
Yeah, I'm planning that. I will see like how my trip in LA goes, because I really want to get more feedback from your folks, how to build a better product. So that's a whole goal for this trip, right? Not talking to investors, but talking to you guys, my customers.
Yeah. And just to expand on what we'll be offering here, Ray obviously comes out here every Tuesday with me at 10 a.m. Eastern to talk to you guys on the NewOaks AI podcast. And I will correct the NewOaks branding, like was asked by Loud Egg earlier. They just wanted me to brand it properly. I have a space between New and Oaks on the YouTube video. So we'll fix that as soon as Ray gets me a t-shirt.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Just kidding. But besides that, Ross McCamey and myself, just to put a little plug in for us, we are also going to be hosting Best AI Podcast starting October 1st, immediately following this broadcast. So at 11 a.m. Eastern, Ross and I will come out here and start showing you how we do our development, how we build our AI chatbots, how we build our automations, so that you guys can get a better understanding of how we incorporate NewOaks into our workflows. And that'll give you a better understanding of how to put them into yours. So until next time, Ray, come by next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, where NewOaks AI Podcast sits and talks about all things AI. We'll see you next week, Ray. Have a safe trip. And we'll hopefully see you in person soon, right?
Sure. Yeah, let's plan for that. Talk to you next week. Okay.
Take care. Have a good one, everyone. See ya. Bye-bye.